Dear viewers, Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of News Bulletin. In the headlines today, Scrutiny Award function held at Captive Power Plant 1. Male Milap, an interface program organized with people's representatives of settlement colonies of Sale Rourkela Steel Plant. And training on turbine governing system and protective devices was held at Sale RSTV. Coming to the news in details, a Scrutiny Award function was held at Captive Power Plant 1 of Rourkela Steel Plant on 28 July. Mr. B.S. Kartha, CGM Power, presided over the function and handed over the awards to the winners of the scheme. Present on the occasion were Mr. N.C. Parida, GM, Mr. S.L. Das, GM, Mr. B.V. Das, GM, Mr. B.K. Behra, AGM IED, and the Scrutiny Nodal Officer, other officers and employees of the department. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Kartha congratulated the award winners and highlighted the improvements brought about by implementing suggestions. He urged all to continue contributing and encouraged others also to do the same. Mr. Behra elaborated on the status of scrutiny in the plant with special reference to the department. In all, 84 suggestions were awarded, of which 30 have already been implemented. Cash award to the tune of Rs 7,050 have been given for the implemented suggestions. The one-time benefit generated from the implemented suggestion was Rs 15.2 lakh, while the recurring benefit amounts to Rs 24.51 lakhs. Mr. Shashwat Sheth, Senior Manager CPP1, welcomed the gathering and coordinated the function, while Mr. P.K. Tripathi, Assistant Manager CPP1, proposed a formal vote of thanks. Male Milap, an interface program, was organized with the people's representatives of resettlement colonies of Sale Rourkela Steel Plant at the Institute of Peripheral Development of RSP on 28 July to ensure Bhagidari or people's participation in CSR's development initiatives. Mr. P.K. Swai, CGM, TA and CSR presided over the function and interacted with the participants about the various developmental interventions taken up by RSP's CSR department and also discussed their problems. Present on the occasion were Ms. Munmun Mitra, GM CSR, Mr. A.N. Pati, AGM CSR and other CSR officials. The program was attended by representatives from Amgaon RS Colony in Barkot Block, Jhanda Pahad and Salanga Bahal RS colonies of Kuarmunda Block. The people's representatives of above resettlement colonies praised RSP for providing bituminous and concrete roads, solar lights, community centers, drainage systems, etc., and carrying out other developmental activities. During the interaction, cooperation of RSP was acknowledged by one and all. Review of the past interventions was made and suggestions and discussions were encouraged to take up new projects under CSR and dovetail them to needs and requirements to optimize resources. The participants expressed their satisfaction regarding training and skill development initiatives of RSP through CSR and deliberated on other need-based programs for the eligible youth of the region. Enhancing the use of steel in rural areas was also discussed. Ms. Munmun Mitra welcoming the gathering and elaborated on the various developmental programs undertaken in these areas. Mr. A.N. Pati, AGM CSR, proposed a formal vote of thanks, while Mr. B. Ekka, Senior Field Assistant, coordinated the event. A two-day training on turbine governing system and protective devices was held at Central Power Training Institute of Sale Rourkela Steel Plant on 27th and 28th July 2023. In all, 13 employees from Captive Power Plant and Power Blowing Station took part in the program. The purpose of the training was to equip the employees with the monitoring and controlling procedures for maintaining the rotational speed of the turbine for ensuring plant and personal safety. The training included topics such as thermodynamics and power plant cycles and working principle of turbine, emergency handling of turbine and auxiliaries, turbine governing system, EHTC and turbine protection system and protective devices. The topics covered on the second day were condenser and CEP, turbine lube oil system, turbine startup and shutdown operation, construction of turbine and functional details, turbo blower principle and constructional features, and operational of turbo blowers. A guided site visit to power blowing station was also arranged for the participants. The program was coordinated by Mr. P.K. Raut, AGM CPTI, with the assistant of Mr. S.K. Nayak, Senior Instructor CPTI. That's all from our news desk today. Namaskar.